We are in Romania. Sumi Pancota is the team we're choosing. Welcome to Naftovek. Okay, what we're going to do, I've thought of this already. It's the second tier of Ireland. It's Shelbourne FC. I've stepped down. It's done. It's time to move on. Hello then folks, and welcome back to another episode of Roadtrip, and we find ourselves for the first time in this Roadtrip series. It's a bit surprising really, considering they've got so many divisions, England. I thought we would end up here a little bit sooner. We nearly did. We nearly ended up in the Vanarama North, but we didn't actually go there in the end, and I'm glad we didn't, because leaving Shelbourne, look, it was a sad time. The win percentage improved, but it was time to move on. If you take a look at my profile, you can see it's not really improving, but I will say this though, that already at Morecambe, I'm on a coaching course. I mean, it's a miracle. If you take a look then, I now have a 42% win rate, which I think will only improve at Morecambe. Maybe not short term, but potentially long term. Now, you look back and you see what we achieved at Shelbourne. 3 tournaments won, 3 trophies won, as well as managerial awards across the board. We won the Irish First Division. We then came 4th in our first season back in the Premier Division. The next division we won't talk about. And really, we've built very well upon Sumi Pancota and NUO. So now we sit in a very, I wouldn't call it privileged, very exciting position of being at an English club in League 2, the 4th tier of English football, but at the same time, hopeful that things can only get better. Danny Webber's not in the game anymore, I don't think. So let's take a look at Morecambe then, and as you can see, since the first year that you can play the game on the Football Manager this year, 21st, 20th, 19th, 20th. So they're surviving just. I mean, to be that consistently bad in one division is impressive. And to remain in that division, even more impressive. So in League 2, only 2 teams get relegated, and Morecambe currently stand just outside of that. Their recent run of form isn't good, and that is obviously why their manager has been sacked. There are a few other job offers available on the table for me, but this was the best option of the bunch. Not a single foreign team said, yeah, come and talk to us, although I applied for many. And I'm actually quite happy that we're here. I think this is probably our best bet, our best option going forward. Shall we have a little look at the squad then and run it through before we play our first game of our Morecambe campaign against Oldham, which if you're attentive there, you'll notice that Oldham in 23rd. It's a huge game. It's the first game, and it's a huge game. It'll set the tone for the rest of the season. Okay, so what I thought I'd show you is the team that I've selected for the first game, as well as all of their potential abilities. If we now sort this by ability, you'll notice our best player, a right back. Every team we've been to. Aaron McGowan is out for 3 months with a broken leg. Not good. Probably our best player. Do note as well, these players aren't amazing, but the attributes are still as they were in Ireland. Basically, anything above 11 is a very good attribute, and that's what I'm looking for. Anything between 8 and 11 is sort of the next green colour, and then anything below that is more of a whitey grey. So there you are. In case you knew and you were confused. I click on this guy and you're like, oh my god, he's amazing. No, he's not. I mean, he's good for this level, but he's also got a broken leg. We've also got Joe Adams, who is on loan from Nottingham Forest, centre-back, probably going to feature now and again for me. Does start in our first game, in fact. And Curtis Main might be a player that a lot of you recognise. 20 determination, very decent physicals. Started his career at Darlington, then went to Middlesbrough. A few of you may well recognise this name. He's also had a little spell at Portsmouth more recently. I think he could be a difference maker. He and John Hogg, another regen on loan from Brighton, who's a pacey finisher, I think could be the difference. If those two don't quite cut the mustard, though, we've got Dominic Vose on the right side that can also play in an attacking area. He's a player that a few of you again may well recognise was a West Ham youth player that never really cut the mustard, and then other striking options as well. Lewis Walters could be the other guy for us. Physically good again, mentally okay, and finishing isn't too bad either for this division. former Leeds graduate, we'll say. So yeah, we've got options, and I feel like we've got a decent side. One of our better players as well, Ryan Edwards, centre-back, probably going to be at the heart of our defence, alongside our youngster in Joe Adams. And that then really is the squad. You'll obviously find out a lot more about all of them as we go on, as will I. And yeah, I'm hopeful. So in terms of a system and a formation, when we start off at a new club, you do get a report come through outlining the good things and the bad things about the team. Let me show you that on the screen now. Okay, so this was that screen, okay? This is what was given to me by the assistant manager. And I was taking a look at a few of the things, and I was seeing what could be important. And there are a few little bits and pieces that have led me to play a diamond. Now, our pass completion, although only 66%, is the 6th best in the league. So I didn't really want to play wide players. I thought we'll play lots of midfielders close together. Their pass completion clearly is better than most teams. And that will hopefully stand us in good stead. Despite their poor league placing, to be 6th for passing is actually pretty high up, right? The real issue is goals scored. Their top goal scorer only has 3 goals so far this season. That's John Hogg. He's joined by 2 others as well. You can see here they're 24th. Where is it? Let me just find it again, sorry. This one here, for goals scored, they are bottom of the table. They've only got 17 this year. Not good at all. 18th when it comes to goals conceded as well. And yeah, that's not something I really want to have to deal with throughout. So playing one striker, I figured probably wouldn't be the tonic. 2 strikers up there, someone in behind, someone to support those guys is hopefully what we'll get. It also should be noted as well that some of our best players are indeed midfielders. Our defensive midfielders and our more sort of central midfielders are actually quite strong in this team. If you take a quick look again at this, you can see that the midfield lot, Harry Noon especially, very, very solid in the middle, very, very well rounded, and can play as a sort of a deeper midfielder or a more middled midfielder. Either way, as a playmaker, and more players an advanced playmaker in this side for me. Next to Headley, who again very solid. Doesn't look Headley, probably Headley. What the bloody hell was that? He'll probably play next to him again. A really well-rounded player, good leadership in the middle as well. We've got some nice ball winners. Kenyon, another one, can play a little bit deeper. 28 years of age. He's seen this league a long time. He's been at Morecambe a long time. He understands this squad. Probably a reason to why they keep finishing around this position, but maybe we'll move him on eventually. And it should be noted as well, I sort of half mentioned before, Offerbora, maybe, on loan from Bournemouth, out for 3 to 5 weeks. When he comes back, will be straight in the side. A physical monster, I dare say, to sit in that deep-lying sort of defensive midfield role. So yeah, that's where I'd like him to be. Anyway, the team I actually think is capable of much more than where it is right now. I did have a little look at the season preview, and it does suggest they're one of the worst teams in the division, but fear not. I'm still relatively confident. Maybe that's false confidence. Maybe I shouldn't be confident at all. But you've got to have a bit of belief in the boys, and I'm sure that with a little bit of elbow grease, we can reach the dizzy heights of maybe 18th. It should be noted though, in the league table, we're not that far off sort of mid-table, really. 10 points off 12. I think it's doable. We do top the injury list, I noticed, which isn't good, and the yellow cards. I mean, not things you want to be topping either of those, is it? As mentioned, financially, we've got a little bit of money to spend, but as you can kind of see here, they're losing money rather rapidly. 44,000 a month. This shouldn't last very long. Hence, I made sure I was getting my coaching qualifications before this debt entered. I've been there before. We are predicted to end the season £1 million in debt. Not ideal. And when it comes to the value of the team, there isn't that much there, but a little bit more than there was at Shelbourne. So in my opinion, a slight promotion, not just for the club, but for me, and I think that's the most important thing. We also have a regen who looks very angry called Tim Tantrum. I mean, could you want any more from a regen called Tim Tantrum? I didn't even change that. Tantrum. Didn't even change it. He looks really angry. Ooh. I don't know. That's what he looks like in my head. Right, let's kick things off then. First game of this new team. We're going with this lineup then. I'll run you through it. Nizik. I mean, it sounds good, doesn't it? They've just put a J in the name Daniel, which I think's inappropriate. Nizik in goal, then Wakefield, Adams, Edwards, and Winard at the back. Kenyon, Noon, Headley. I think you could say that Tiger. I'm just guessing, but Connor Tiger, Welshman, going to play in behind the 2 front men. Got a little bit of potential there as well. It isn't fully rounded yet. Curtis Main will play up front then with John Hogg. So the main Hog, the Hogmanane. Hogmanane? That doesn't work. Never mind. Right, away from home at Oldham. Our home form isn't good, so hopefully away from home will fare slightly better. Should be noted once again, only 4 wins so far this year for Morecambe. Just going to take a quick look actually. Home form, 22 wins, so I'm guessing away form, 2 wins. Based on these two, it's strange that we're so low down. Okay, I've only selected 5 substitutes. That's a good start. Oh, that's because we haven't got any others. 6 players injured. Bloody hell. Starting off by only naming 5 subs. What a beginning. Okay, I've got faith in the boys. I'm gonna come in here, refreshed attitude. My meeting with them at the start went well. We're standard mentality to go along with what we're playing. We're going to look for the overlap with our 2 wide men, the fullbacks, shorter passing, retaining possession with a slightly higher tempo. Work ethic is what I'm thinking. Right. Let's go in. Let's be the Sam Allardyce of this tier. Probably not on current form. Crystal Palace are dreadful. It's a shame they got relegated, if you're watching this in the summer, isn't it? It's a shame. Okay, we've got the match stats on one side. We've got the league table on the other. I mean, we don't need the top part of it at all. Not necessary. Just that bottom sort of section. Let's just keep that on there. Okay, first chance. Whipped in by Oldham. We're in the red, by the way. Oldham in the blue. Now, that's I was going to say it's a risky challenge, but he's played through Hogg. A tackle from the edge of our own box. Hogg. That's why he's only got 3 goals this season, isn't it? That's the reason why. Okay, well, it's a good early start. It's the first thing I've seen. Like yellow cards, we've got 3 in 20 minutes. I mean, a red card, it's not a good impression. For anyone that wants to think about doing it, it's not a good first impression. Okay, now that's another yellow card. Hogg's got one now. I mean, it's a lot of yellow cards. I mean, I'm not joking. First 30 minutes gone. There's been 8 yellow cards. 8? Have I got to get stuck in on? No, I haven't. So what is that? What is happening? Stay on your feet for the tackling. I don't want any reds. Should be noted, by the way, possession, very good. Pass accuracy, up to 82%. Now, we looked at that beforehand. That was my hope and dreams for the... 40 minutes gone. He was last man. I mean, in fairness, he had to wipe him out, did Joe Adams. We don't have any defenders. Nicked defenders. Right. We're going to have to pull these boys into the centre. Bollocks. This is probably the worst thing that could have happened at the start of this game. I think we'll bring Tiger. We'll put him on the left as a wide midfielder. We'll put Kenyon on the right. And bring on Dominic Vose, I think. Yeah, Vose is going to come on. We'll go to a 3 at the back. We will no longer look for the overlap. We've got no one to do so. Vose can play as a winger, though. Actually, both of them as wingers? Yeah, I guess so. Bloody hell. All right, well... 2 yellow cards have been taken off by us. They've got a free kick in a dangerous area. Boyle. I mean, that would have added insult to injury. Not an ideal start, is it? First game, down to 10. Right then. I'm going to get assertive. I'm going to say, come on, lads. We're a man down, but we can still get a result here. I'm going to make them believe. I genuinely think we've still got a chance. The diamond has been destroyed, though, which is the main point of the entire reasoning behind the tactic. But this is like playing the Salford tactic without... Actually... We could take a striker off, put him in behind. We don't have the players to do this. I think we're going to play more of a counter-attack style for the final half an hour or so. The yellow card has still been picked up. I could do with them going down to 10 men just to even it up, really. Our pass completion is going down. It's gone from 82% or 80%. Where will it end up? All right, another change, I think. Lewis Walters potentially to come on, or Ben Fletcher, who doesn't look like much. He looks about 13 there. Right, Ben Fletcher. 13 or not, you're coming on for Hogg, who missed a gilt-edged chance. Main's going to play as an advanced forward. We're going to get Fletcher in behind as an advanced playmaker. And it's like the Salford story without a striker. We're just a striker down. We're 10 minutes to go. We're on the counter. I mean, do we go more direct? I mean, a draw away from home with 10 men isn't actually that bad. It's not an entertaining first game, but it will be a point away from home. And by God, do we need them. As a sale of this, Oldham come forward. That was nervy. Okay, 0-0 at Boundary Park. Not, as I say again, not the most exciting game, but I'll passionately say, everyone thought we'd get beaten today. We proved them wrong. Morale is high. Okay, we didn't have a shot on target. They don't score goals. It's something we're going to have to try and address. I genuinely believe if we had had 11 men, we would have won this game. But sadly, today wasn't our day. We went down to 10 and the game flipped just on that moment. Right then, that does bring us to the end. What do you think then? Morecambe, bit of potential there, I feel. Quite excited, quite promising. I know the English leagues well, better than most. So I'm looking forward to our League 2 adventure. It's certainly a rise from the Irish Premier League. No offence to that division, but I do feel like now we're on a ladder, and Europe will be calling again, I've no doubt. I don't intend to stay in England for the rest of this. If a big job comes up abroad, we'll be moving. Right then, that does bring us to the end. And if you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. New club, let's aim for 1,500 likes. And if we do hit 1,500 likes, I will upload another one of these tomorrow. That's right, even on a Saturday, because I'm so dedicated. And no, I appreciate the support, so I'll give a little bit back. If you enjoyed this video then, do leave a like, and I'll see you again tomorrow. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Goodbye. 0-0. Not the most exciting start, but something to build on.